back with more Angel. This is episode 6 of season 2. Very excited to carry on. I've really enjoyed the last episode a hell of a lot. Definitely one of my favourites of the season. Probably even of the show so far. I love that we finally got like Angel finding out about Darla in the present day and that she's back. Big confrontation with them, setting up what I imagine is going to be the rest of the season with that ongoing thing with her. And, Wolfram and Hart and all of that as well. Really, really good stuff. I really loved it. And I'm looking forward to seeing where we go next. Because how are things going to change with the team now that they know that Darla's back and they have this ongoing threat out there. I'm very excited to see how they're going to kick off the rest of the season now that we've really got the plot going. So yeah, very, very excited. And without further ado, let's get into the next one.
Hello?
Oh.
Didn't hear you come in. You got any special abilities?
A few, I dare say.
He's certainly special, bless him.
No, but I was a rogue demon hunter, so I know how to handle myself when things get rough.
Yeah.
Well, that's not great. Is Angel feeling alright? His shirt's not black. He's not in all black. What's going on? Whoops. Oh.
Man, that's nasty.
Maybe I'm a little angry.
Maybe.
Oh. It's a lot of chaotic energy in this episode so far.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. Oh, God, is Angel gonna sing?
You don't have to say
Me every episode.
a break for you, a break for me, a break for Mr. Manilow.
Oh, thank fuck.
Okay.
That was terrific, boys.
Terrific. He even makes puns.
We're going, I don't have to sing.
Oh, thank God.
Nude.
I mean, for you. Oh no, I can't do anything fun tonight. I have to count my past sins, then alphabetize them.
Is this the Weasley house? Oh, shit.
He's not here.
You're lying.
Wait. Please, wait.
I'm Angel. You looking for me?
No. No. Oh, shit.
Nice
Fuck. That's not gonna end well.
Sorry?
It's all about the car you drive.
I really don't think.
Vampire, living in a city known for its sun, driving a convertible. Why do you hate yourself?
I don't. I got a deal.
Damn.
Appearances. Very important to you.
It's not true.
Sure it is. So important that you're willing to put your eternal life at risk every time you hop into that thing.
Yeah, and you didn't want to wear a pink helmet.
So why all the layers, all the black? You know, it's been about 80 degrees in the shade lately.
He wore grey earlier.
No reason.
You're reflected in the people around you, the way they see you. What do you think they see?
Certainly tell that to Wesley now.
I invite you in.
Consider it.
Sounds like you blood. Usually. Dear God. That's numbing. You've heard of the software that people make. I'm gonna pay you a lot of money to protect her. You'll do it and get paid. And we'll both be very happy. What's wrong?
Cover that mirror.
Why? We know you're a vampire.
Do it.
This thug guy is bad news. I really hate to think where Wesley may be right now. Doesn't that hurt?
Hop.
Junior?
I am. I'm Angel, a vampire with a soul. Fighting for my redemption with... Well, it'll kill you.
It?
The demon.
But the demon is you.
No.
Yes. He's a vampire. It's only a matter of time before he sniffs out where I stash the real McGibb's body. I know you want me to keep him up here for the whole weekend, but stop. Angel's there. Yeah, he's here. He's right outside. He's brooding. He came up here right after he spoke to the host, just like Ramon said he would. Why?
Oh, fuck.
Vampires with you? Then who the hell is the English guy?
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that.
You were amazing.
How was it?
Yeah.
I suppose I'm not like a regular vampire.
Not a vampire.
I'll say.
Really.
Yeah.
Not even. Brought him back as human.
I didn't know I needed this episode.
Why'd they do that?
I'm almost disappointed that this guy's a fake.
Yeah, again.
But he's very insightful.
A perfume sprayer or working in a tire store.
A tire store?
I told you it was ridiculous.
That sounds wonderful. Really good tires.
I just want out.
Let's not go here. I had a feeling that's where they were headed.
I know we can.
Yeah. Why?
You're a pretty famous guy, Angel. I hear the guards talk sometimes. I know.
No.
About the curse.
Oh, it's getting sexy. The glasses are off.
You know, this whole curse thing's been widely misinterpreted.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Oh boy. Well.
You were true? Well, he was until the sun came up. And see that pile of dust over there? I'm just joking. It's inside. Come on.
Joking, great. We got ourselves a funny Zen master.
Oh dear.
Somehow, I'm not that worried about you right now, seeing as you can't get any closer. Wonderful sunshine.
You can fire something at you.
What are you doing? Getting in touch with my inner demon.
Holy shit! Holy shit. The one time Angel gets to have sex and he's Wesley.
You've got like delusions of Angel. You're not him. You can't do stuff on your own. Oh, crud.
He can do Virginia.
I am so Angel.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, 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 not the sun, for I'm a vampire. Oh,
Uh,
oh, it burns. Oh, oh.
well.
I finally thought I had a friend.
What do you do with your friends?
You kind of screwed her over, huh?
You're going to get out of my house.
Sure, I'll say.
Take the piece with you.
The peace. What's that?
Yeah, her name's Cordelia, you dick.
This is the party of my life. Obviously, Virginia's too.
My father's birthday, big wizard event. Cake, ice cream, tributes to the goddess Yeska.
Yeska? Wait a minute, I know Yeska. She's no goddess.
What do you mean?
She's a Davric demon.
Davric? They don't serve humans. Well, unless the humans make a sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
Davric demons eat live
Sacrifice?
generally girls. They grant huge power to the person who offers a sacrifice on their 50th. Oh, dear Lord, on their 50th birthday.
Uh-oh.
We have to go. Angel, you take gun, go to the front of the house.
Like that he's like the angel.
Wesley, can I get my coat back?
And he doesn't care about appearances.
What is this horrible thing?
You don't want to know.
Jump out of it. Make them stop!
Be a good girl now. She's hard enough already. He's really thought about it.
Help! Somebody help me! Danny?
I say this a lot in the Buffyverse, but you're a terrible father.
Release her or die.
Don't I say that?
I like how they're still kind of treating it like Wesley's angel. It's funny. Everybody's just fighting by themselves, and Cordelia actually goes for a weapon. There's literally spears right there, and she goes for a wine bottle. Ursula? Oh.
She's impure. She's not a virgin.
Oh!
Oh, that's what impure meant. She was supposed to be Angel. This wouldn't have happened. That's why I hired him. He's unique.
I was not a virgin.
What? Oh, thank goodness.
I could have been no virgin.
I even dated Ray. You are not my father anymore.
I think that's fair.
Bodyguard to the stars. Yeah, right. There's no Wyndham Price agency.
Okay, I absolutely adored that episode, unashamedly. It's weird how it felt like filler, but also not. But I just loved every second of it. It was so good, so much fun. It's kind of nice to have kind of like a more comedic-esque episode after some pretty heavy stuff with Dahl in the last one. But that was just kind of crazy, and I really loved it. It was interesting that it was almost Wesley focused, yet revealed so much about Angel as well, because it was kind of like what Angel's friends and close people, like the close people in his life, like perceive him to be, and that reveals something about him. But then we also had the scenes with Angel and, well, it goes supposed to be Tish or whatever his name was, but the fake version. We had that going on as well, so that was revealing stuff about him too. And what Angel thinks about himself, so therefore we're still getting like loads about Angel's character and really studying him, even though Wesley was kind of the centre of a lot of the action, which I thought was very interesting and very well done in that respect. I feel like we learned so much about Angel in this one episode. And also Wesley, I guess, because it's a testament to how brave he was. Like, he kind of kept up this charade, even though he wasn't really a vampire, and he just wanted to protect this girl. I mean, yes, he kind of ended up forming quite a connection with her, quite literally, but he still quite, felt loyal to her and went back and saved her and everything, and he still kind of took charge when they did have that assault at the end of the episode, where they kind of went to save Virginia. And it was kind of funny that her name was Virginia and the dad thought she was a virgin and was going to sacrifice her and stuff like that. I wonder if, he must have always known that he was going to sacrifice her on his 50th, maybe, and that's maybe why he named her Virginia. I don't know, but that's kind of funny. And it's made even funnier by the fact that she didn't lose her virginity to Wesley. She wasn't a virgin anyway, so it wouldn't have worked. Very funny. And I don't know, I just inexplicably loved it. Where to begin, really? I thought it was interesting, actually, how we kind of had a lot of focus on, Angel's name and reputation, and, what his character kind of stands for in kind of the mythos of the show. Because in the last episode, we kind of had Darla, from the outside, kind of trying to hurt Angel's reputation, and his name, and smite his character and stuff like that, by manipulating events around her. And then in this episode, we have that same kind of threat, but from the inside, because it's Wesley pretending to be Angel, so he could have damaged her reputation in that sense. So I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. What it means to be Angel and what people perceive Angel himself to be. So we even got that in this episode again with Cordelia, even doing that impression of him as a joke, with him brooding. And they made a lot of jokes at his expense, wearing all black and his hair gel, stuff like that. They really took Angel as a character and just kind of really intrinsically examined him through the use of Angel as a character himself, through this Tish guy, even though it wasn't the real guy, he was still very insightful. So, you know, he's found a new calling, I think, that guy. Although Angel probably killed him, I imagine. Or maybe not, but either way, he has like a fishhook or something through his lip now. That was badass. I loved that bit. So even that was revealing stuff about him, and then we had everything with Wesley and what, you know, the outside people and Angel's friends perceive him to be. We kind of got every layer of examination of Angel's character that we could have gotten in 41 minutes, which is kind of insane, and it was so well done. And we had this whole other story with Magnus and Virginia and the sacrifice and all of that. I mean, that weird demon thing that like Ursula from Little Mermaid, I'm not going to lie. It's a pretty cool design. I kind of wish we saw a bit more of it. Very brief cameo. But yeah, that whole kind of thing with Magnus and Virginia, interesting kind of story. I think obviously what the episode was trying to do really was examine Wesley and Angel's character and stuff like that. But we have a lot of terrible fathers in the Buffyverse, particularly Angel as well. I think that's another reason maybe once this whole thing came out about what Magnus was going to do to Virginia, I think made Wesley all the more determined, because we know he had a fractured relationship with his own father, which I hope they really explore a lot more of. So I think that would make him even more determined to kind of save Virginia from that. But I really like how the kind of bond between them played out, and the fact that Wesley stepped up and pretended to be Angel just to save Cordelia's life, and then that just turned into this whole mess. Just an act of bravery for a friend, and it kind of got him involved in this whole thing, but I really loved it. And the fact that he didn't just walk up to the guy and say, "Yeah, I'm Angel." He went and got the coat. I love that, because I think that says a lot about as well. Angel maybe is somewhat his image. That is part of him. That's what the people kind of think of him as well, the coat and stuff. And that's kind of what Angel and the fake Tish were talking about, saying that his look is part of him too. The all black and the coat, and Angel was kind of still obsessing about the coat even when they got back and asking Wesley for it back and stuff like that. I thought it was very interesting how they kind of peeled apart Angel as a character. And we even got a bit of like his state of mind being examined at the start, with that whole scene where he was just going to rush into Wolfram and Hart with Gunn, who also really liked in this episode, and just confront Darla straight away, but obviously Wesley and Cordelia kind of convinced him not to do that, and he was very kind of consumed by anger and rage and stuff like that. So we even got a bit of that before we examined his character in a more general term. So I just thought it was so well done in that respect. I really enjoyed that, and the focus on Angel, because you know, never in a million years could you have had a Buffy episode where you examined Angel, I think, this intensely. So it's just always blessed that he got his own show and we got episodes like this. It's just kind of insane. Because obviously we have really good episodes on Buffy that do like character focuses. We've done a lot about Buffy and Xander and Willow and stuff like that. But, you know, Angel never really had that kind of place on the show, I think, to be examined fully like that, apart from probably Amends in season 3. But with Angel, the show, I think it's because maybe the group's a bit smaller, like the core characters. We just have a chance to really focus on all of them a lot more in depth. And I think that's just one thing that distinguishes Angel from Buffy as well. And I'm not saying it's better or worse for either show, because I love both shows. But I think that's like an interesting kind of distinction between the two. And I just love everything they kind of talked about regarding Angel's character and what they examined and revealed. And the fact that Angel almost can't accept some things about himself, which I think is a big mood, something a lot of people relate to. And even though he very much does care about his looks and everything, as we've seen in the past with like the pink helmet a few episodes ago and his coat in this episode, he still kind of denied that. Very interesting stuff. I loved everything they kind of did through the means of Wesley. For the most part, they revealed a lot about Angel and explored his character a lot. I thought it was very well done in that respect. and seeing the host again at the start, I love him. He is awesome. I do know he gets a name. I do know we're going to see a bit more of him. That kind of got a bit spoiled for me in this live stream. But it's not, it's not the worst thing in the world to have been spoiled on. So I know we're probably going to get a lot more of him. But honestly, I'm over the moon with that because he makes puns. He's kind of funny. He's got an interesting design. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of the host. And Angel didn't have to sing. So 10 out of 10 episode, basically. But seeing him again was interesting, and just getting a hint of just how many connections that guy has. I'd like to see them maybe explore a bit more, because he could be quite an asset, I think, to Angel in that respect with all his contacts. So yeah, everything with Magnus and Virginia was interesting. Another kind of strained relationship between a father and their child. Father and daughter, more, particularly just like episode 4. Very different situation, but still, it's interesting that they kind of keep going back to the father and daughter thing in recent episodes. So yeah, it wasn't like the big focus of the episode for me, but I thought it was interesting that it kind of had that plot going on, and the father trying to sacrifice a daughter thing I thought was very interesting, and that demon, and the fact that they were talking about wizards and stuff like that, and we saw lots of like wizard magic and wizardry items. We don't really talk about like wizards particularly on the show. There's a lot of like witchcraft, stuff like that, particularly on Buffy, but we never really see them talk about wizards, so that was kind of bizarre but awesome to see in this episode as well. Just expanding the world just that little bit more. Cordelia and Gunn I think were really, really funny and great in this episode, as they normally are, but I also loved the focus on Wesley and how brave he was to kind of step in and pretend to be Angel. Got some really funny moments, particularly at the start with him just being hapless and stupid as he can be, falling over and stuff like that, and then him drinking the blood was really funny, pretending to get burnt by the cross, and when they pushed him by the window, stuff like that. Really good stuff, but also there's kind of a real heart to that story as well when he grew to care for Virginia, and the bond between them, I felt it kind of quite naturally happened, and I think the actors had quite good chemistry together. And I really liked Virginia as a character. It's good that she kind of stood up for herself at the end and cut ties. It's a healthy thing to do. When your dad sacrifices you, I think I would cut ties as well, to be honest. So don't blame her for that. But yeah, I just love the focus on him, and we learned a lot more about him through how he sees Angel as well. We kind of really did see what he thinks Angel is, and how he would embody Angel if he had that chance. And to see Angel without that curse is kind of interesting, because we technically got to see that. And the fact that we've seen Wesley look up to Angel and respect Angel so much, and always tried to please Angel, you've always got the sense that he'd like to be Angel, and the fact that he got a chance is kind of cool. And to see Wesley try and embody Angel in that sense, I just thought it was such an interesting idea for an episode, and I really, really loved it. Nothing I ever thought I would see, or I didn't really think of a plot where someone would pretend to be Angel in his place. I didn't realise I needed that until this episode came along, and it was just so well done. I absolutely loved it. I can't sing its praises enough, honestly. Angel didn't have to sing. He wore grey in one scene, not all black. Everything's changing, nothing's true anymore. And yeah, everything with Wesley I thought was just so well done. And I really did buy into the relationship between him and Virginia. Creepy as it may have seemed at first, but then it turns out, she didn't lose her virginity to him and stuff like that. But I mean, the whole Wesley and Cordelia thing in season 3 of Buffy was still very weird to me. I never truly bought into that. But I don't know, it just felt a bit more natural and organic somehow in just one episode in this. I don't know. It worked for me. I don't know. Not that I think we'll probably see Virginia again, but that's fine. But yeah, and the fact that Cordelia tried to save Wesley, testament to kind of the loyalty between them all as well. Gunn going to try and find Angel as well. There's a real sense of closeness and loyalty that they all share. Gunn even said, it might have even been the last episode, I think it was that there's not much he respects or likes more than loyalty, and I think we're seeing a lot more of that every episode, and particularly in this episode, Wesley's loyalty to Angel, because he was loyal to Angel's name and character, because he tried to embody it himself and stuck with that even when it was under threat of being exposed and stuff. He tried to run with it, because I don't think he'd want to let Angel down if he got the chance to be him. So it was very wholesome in that respect. But yeah, overall, just a brilliant episode. I absolutely loved it. Loved everything it kind of revealed about Angel's character on multiple levels. Wesley was fantastic in it. Really funny moments. It was nice to have kind of a light-hearted episode for the most part after the Dowler stuff in the last one. Just so well done. I absolutely loved it. Really good stuff, and I can't wait to see where they take the season next. But yeah, for now that's the end of another cycle of Buffyverse reactions. Next Buffyverse one will be Buffy season 5 episode 7, and then I believe it's 2 Angel after that as well, so it'll be Buffy episode 7, then Angel episode 7 and 8, I believe. So yeah, love this episode so much, and until my next reaction, thanks for watching.